obviously, after everything went down, we're like, okay, it could be nothing. But then when you're thinking it's nothing, it could be something. And then you're like, what is it that maybe we're overlooking? Is there a teaching or
Yeah.
something we're supposed to learn from this?
Yeah. So, um, I was sitting on the couch after it all had died down. You guys was sleeping, and the title kept flashing in my face, and I was just like, "There's something." And I was thinking to myself, like, does God want us to open up this book and read it? But then I'm thinking, no, I don't feel that. I feel like it's just the title of that book just kept flashing in my face. I started to think because of where the book fell on the crib bed and where the shelf was, it didn't make sense. Like, I was thinking to myself, how could the book have fallen like that and face up so perfectly right there? It did not make sense.
So that being said, that was what couple? How long was that? 3 days
It
ago.
was, yeah, probably 2 or 3 days ago.
So I went back into the room today because we're planning to make a video, but we weren't sure what until I start doing my own investigation. I put the book back where it was. I hit that wall. I opened the door as fast as I can to reenact the force, probably
Like the
like the
breeze.
wind coming
Yeah.
in. Everything, the book did not move. Now, the only way the book fell was me flicking it off, but every time it falls, it landed face down. The only way the book could land face up is if I purposely take it, hold it face up, and then drop
Drop
it.
it. Yeah.
So then I'm like, okay, there's something more to this.
And it's funny because even while he was trying to get the book to fall down to see if it would fall similar at least to how it did that night, he actually knocked the shelf down instead.
Yeah.
So that's how sturdy the book was sitting there.
So, which goes to show this was the video we're supposed to make.
Yeah. Because we said that night when it happened as well that he got locked in that room for a reason.
Yeah, because it seemed like he knew like something was about to happen, and it did. Now, the purpose of that could then being this. So whoever's listening, and if this enlighten you, this is just my thought in what parable I think I took from it. Now, us as a people, which will then be Zacchaeus locked in that room, purposefully locking yourself away from God, as much as he tried to force his way in essence, it's up to us to let let down our,
Just unlock the door.
yeah, just do our part, just let it down. Like he's knocking, but he can't just break down the door until you let him.
Yeah, because like I was saying before, I wasn't panicking at first, but then when all these things we're trying is not working, I'm as a human was beginning to panic, and I'm thinking to myself, how am I going to get to my son? And we are all God's children, and God loves us so much. And I, like, afterwards, seeing the extreme love, I was like, yeah, like, thinking of mine and Tang's, and even Grandma and Grandpa's and Uncle's extreme love to get to the, like, our boy that was crying, and just think of how God feels when He's trying to get to us.
But there's just that locked door between you guys or between whoever. Just,
That you need to just
yeah.
unlock. Because I was sitting there and I'm talking to Zacchaeus, and he's 1.5 years old, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, if he locked this door, maybe he's gonna unlock it. So I'm sitting there talking to him, saying, Zacchaeus, unlock the door, come on, like, hoping and praying that this is gonna work and he's gonna unlock the door. But it wasn't working. And, like, all I wanted him to do was unlock that door.
And just when the thought of praying actually to the door to be open. It shows that desperation of how we feel just hopeless and we just wanted to get in there. Just imagine God being the loving Father He is.
And He loves so much more than we do.
And He's just trying to just pry that door open to get to your heart, to make change in you.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, like that's...
Yeah, I think that's pretty much what
we took.
That, you know, it could be different. It
Yeah,
could
of
be
course,
nothing, but
No,
it could
it's
be
not
something.
nothing. Yeah.
So,
Not for me anyway. It was not nothing for me. We knew, like, it happened for a reason. God was teaching us a lesson, and hopefully somebody else He's reaching. Like, God always has a plan, right? And afterwards, because I was thinking to myself, why did you guys get locked in that room? And many other things happen that are much more serious than that. And you wonder, why does it happen? And you don't know. And sometimes you kind of get to, like, God will tell you, and other times He doesn't, and it's a mystery, and that's okay. But this time, you know, like, I believe that revelation yeah
revelation
came to us, and like God was telling us why it happened.
And I think we were meant to share this.
Yeah, so it's beautiful because God loves us so much. And I remember telling my sister-in-law after Zacchaeus was born that when I was thinking of the love that I felt for him, and it's like when God gives us children, He's showing us, or even just love in our life, He's showing us just a piece of love, because His love, He first loved us, and His love is so much greater than ours. Like, He's the perfect example. But yeah, so I think that's all that we pretty much have to share.
Yeah, pretty much. And then next episode, maybe we'll stick to the script.
What we're
but
gonna do, unless
won't
God
say
intervenes.
Exactly. So, yeah.
And just let all that you do be done with love. Bye, guys.